If you're over 75 and walking is the only exercise you rely on, there's something orthopedic surgeons see every single day that most seniors are never told directly. Walking alone is not enough anymore. In fact, after a certain age, it can quietly give you a false sense of safety, while the systems that actually prevent falls continue to weaken underneath. I've heard it thousands of times in clinics and hospitals. "Doctor, I walk every day." Yet those same people struggle to rise from a chair, feel unsteady on stairs, or end up in the emergency room after one simple slip. And here's what worries surgeons the most. Most falls don't happen during long walks. They happen during quick turns, standing up, or losing balance for just 1 second. Today, I'm going to explain why walking stops protecting you after 75, and more importantly, I'll show you 5 orthopedic surgeon-approved movements that dramatically reduce fall risk and help preserve independence, ranked from least to most important. And stay with me until the end, because number 1 trains something walking never touches, and it may be the single most powerful movement you can do to stay on your feet. Here's what most seniors never hear clearly explained. After 75, orthopedic surgeons aren't primarily worried about how far you can walk or how many steps you get each day. What concerns us is how your body responds when something goes wrong. Because falls don't happen during perfect conditions. They happen when your foot catches slightly, when you turn too quickly, when you stand up and your balance lags behind your movement. After 75, 3 critical systems begin to decline rapidly unless they are trained directly. And that's where we're going next. Number 5, modified wall push-ups. This first exercise often surprises people, but orthopedic surgeons consider it an important foundation. When seniors fall or stumble, the instinctive reaction is not to walk forward, it's to reach, brace, or push. That requires upper body strength and core stability, areas walking barely touches. Modified wall push-ups rebuild that missing strength safely. They train your shoulders, arms, chest, and core together, helping you push yourself up from chairs, steady yourself on railings, or catch your balance if you trip. Here's how to do them correctly. Stand about 2 feet away from a sturdy wall. Place your hands flat at shoulder height, slightly wider than your shoulders. Step your feet back so your body forms a straight line from head to heels. Slowly lower your chest toward the wall over 4 seconds, breathing in. Then push yourself away over 3 seconds, breathing out and squeezing your chest and arms. That slow tempo is critical. It creates sustained muscle tension, which is what signals your body to rebuild strength. Aim for 8 to 12 controlled repetitions, resting briefly, then repeating for 2 sets. A common mistake is rushing the movement or barely bending the arms. Move slowly and use a full range of motion. This exercise won't feel dramatic, but it quietly rebuilds the strength walking never does. And it prepares your body for the more important balance-focused movements coming next. Number 4, standing heel raises with balance. This next movement looks simple, but it trains one of the most overlooked systems in fall prevention: ankle strength and balance control. Your calf muscles and ankles act as your body's shock absorbers. Every time you walk, turn, or step on an uneven surface, they make dozens of tiny adjustments to keep you upright. After 75, these muscles weaken quickly if they're not trained directly. Walking uses them passively, but it rarely challenges them through their full range or under balance stress. To perform this exercise, stand behind a sturdy chair or kitchen counter. Lightly place your fingertips on the surface, just enough for balance, not support. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet while counting to 3. Hold at the top for 2 seconds, then lower your heels back down over 4 seconds without fully resting on the floor. That slow, controlled movement is what rebuilds strength and improves circulation in the lower legs. Now comes the balance challenge. As you get more comfortable, reduce how much you rely on the chair. Progress from both hands to one hand to just one finger and eventually to hovering your hands nearby. Aim for 15 to 20 repetitions, resting briefly, and complete 2 to 3 sets. You should feel a deep burn in your calves by the end. That's normal. Sharp joint pain is not. Stronger calves mean better push-off power, faster balance corrections, and greater confidence when moving through daily life. And they set the stage perfectly for the next exercise, which targets balance at its critical point.
Number 3. Single leg stands. This next movement is one orthopedic surgeons take extremely seriously because it targets the exact position where most falls occur: momentary support on one leg. Here's a simple test surgeons often use. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds without grabbing something? If not, walking alone is not giving you the protection you think it is. Single leg stands retrain your balance system at its core. They force your muscles, joints, and nervous system to work together in real time, just like they must during walking, turning, and stair climbing. To begin safely, stand near a wall, doorway, or sturdy chair. Lift one foot just an inch or two off the ground and focus your eyes on a fixed point in front of you. Hold the position for 10 seconds, then switch legs. As your balance improves, progress slowly. Increase the hold time. Briefly close your eyes for a second or two. Add gentle head turns from side to side. These small challenges force your brain to process balance information faster, literally retraining the pathways that weaken with age. Research shows seniors who practice single leg stands daily experience fewer falls, greater walking confidence, and improved reaction speed. A common mistake is trying to do too much too fast. Quality matters more than duration. A steady 15-second hold is far more valuable than a shaky 40-second struggle. This exercise doesn't just improve balance, it restores trust in your body. And that trust becomes critical as we move to the exercises that determine independence. Number 2. Chair squats with explosive intent. This exercise is one of the clearest predictors of long-term independence after 75. The ability to stand up from a chair quickly, safely, and without hesitation determines whether you can live independently or gradually begin relying on others. Here's the critical truth surgeons focus on. After 75, people don't just lose strength, they lose power, the ability to produce force quickly. And power declines almost 3 times faster than strength if it isn't trained directly. Walking does nothing to stop this. Chair squats with explosive intent rebuild that lost power. To perform them, sit on a sturdy chair with your feet about shoulder width apart. Keep your chest upright and eyes forward. Slowly lower yourself toward the chair over 3 to 4 seconds, barely touching the seat. Then stand up with controlled speed, pushing through your heels as if you're driving the floor away from you. The key is this combination: slow and controlled on the way down, purposeful and strong on the way up. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions, rest briefly, and complete 2 to 3 sets. A common mistake is collapsing into the chair or using momentum to stand up. Control is what builds protective strength. Studies show seniors who practice this movement maintain leg power comparable to people nearly a decade younger and significantly reduce difficulty with stairs, transfers, and balance recovery. This exercise directly protects independence, and it prepares your body for the single most important movement of all, the one that ties everything together. Number 1. Step-ups with knee drive and balance hold. This is the movement orthopedic surgeons care most about for people over 75. Step-ups with knee drive and balance hold combine strength, balance, coordination, and reaction speed into a single, powerful movement, something walking can never do on its own. This exercise closely mimics real-life situations where falls happen: climbing stairs, stepping onto curbs, or navigating uneven ground. To begin, use a low step, stair, or sturdy platform about 4 to 6 inches high. Place one foot fully on the step and press through the heel to stand up. As you rise, slowly drive the opposite knee upward toward your chest and hold your balance for 2 seconds at the top. Then lower yourself back down under control. That brief balance hold is what makes this exercise so effective. It forces your brain and body to coordinate strength and stability in real time. Perform 8 to 10 repetitions on each leg, resting as needed, and complete 2 to 3 sets. A common mistake is rushing through the movement or skipping the balance pause. Quality matters far more than speed. Long-term studies show seniors who practice step-ups regularly maintain independence at significantly higher rates than those who rely on walking alone. This single exercise trains the exact abilities that protect you when something unexpected happens. Here's how to use this information without feeling overwhelmed. You don't need to do everything every day. Follow this simple rule after 75. 3 exercises, 10 minutes, 3 days per week. Focus on single leg stands, chair squats, and step-ups. Walking stays part of your routine, but it stops being your only plan. If you miss a day, don't worry. Consistency over weeks matters more than perfection. Even small, steady effort retrains the systems that protect you from falls. For the next 2 weeks, stop relying on walking alone. Add these movements and pay attention to how your body feels, especially when standing up, turning, or using stairs. Notice the confidence returning. This channel is for people who want to stay independent, not just active. If this video helped you understand what your body truly needs after 75, subscribe to the channel. You're not too old to get stronger. You just need the right movements.